Hello everybody and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. My name is Wolfheart and we've got a gigantic chicken. We just went and built that. Today we're moving all the chickens over. That is going to be one heck of a daunting task too. Yay, they hatched. I got these two guys because I've been doing a little work over here. I've been trying to learn a little bit about it before bringing you guys back. And trying to do some basic stuff, so like figured out that that's the tier 2? Tier 3. Yeah, that's the tier 3 blood altar. Still got that here. I got this thing kind of figured out. Do I have these? So this tranquility stuff is actually rather confusing when you first try to figure it out because the book does not explain it very well. So if I take this out, I think if I actually take out one of these is my... Oh, right, it's wood. Man, we like dig through that dirt so fast. So if I look at this, I think it should say 0. I have a cup in my way. I always have a drink at my desk. Current tranquility 0, current bonus plus 20. But I was doing a little learning, and these are the wooden paths to allow you to add tranquility to it. And it's like there's a whole bunch of different categories to add. So like there's earth, or earthen, which works with earth, it works with farmland, and it works with something else. Grass. And then there's tree, which is just logs. So I got 2 of them. Then there's plants, which I just have a couple leaves here because I don't really have anything else. There's also crop, there's water, and there's fire, which can be represented by all 3 of these. So this was just kind of a test. And yeah, it didn't work. But now if we look at it, current tranquility 1,238 with a plus 60% current bonus. I've been working. I made a whole ton of blank slates and a bunch of these blank runes. Now, I think what I might end up doing is actually like moving this island out a little bit further, and once I actually make it, I kind of like the look of this thing actually for the look of the island, which you can put the altar at the top, and it's got the room beneath it for the other stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I actually decided that there's a couple other things that I wanted to look into. Right, boots. I'm not jumping. And I do not have the auto jump feature on now. It's these dark boots. They give us jump, which allows us to increase step height. Yeah. I also have not figured out how to charge these things. They don't work with our energizer that's in there. I did a little work with that too, and you probably noticed there's a bunch of random stuff down here. So we got a screen that allows us to see our power now. This guy is controlling it. We've got a pattern grid that allows me to create crafting patterns. We've got a painting machine, which I don't think I've used. And actually, I think I have used... No. I set it up, but I never actually used it. Then we got, this is the crafting system. I give it a 4K. And yeah, then there's just a bunch of machines back here. And I was testing this guy out. He seems to be working okay, because I was using it to make thickened glass. So you can also see that is now all dark glass. So if we go over there, this is all dark glass now, which means inside it is actually super dark. That'll be perfect for our mob farm. So, I haven't figured out how I want to do that yet. And I built it as a 2-layer thing, and I just haven't figured it out. But, we need to get these chickens moved over. I've been doing all this work on trying to figure stuff out, and I feel like something's missing here. Whatever. I have 2 network cards. Whatever. Oh, right. The wooden path. We need this guy, but we also need all the other stuff in that bag. We need these, this, and yeah, these. So we're gonna say one of these network cards needs to go to here. So you're the one linked over there. We're gonna set this up in here. We're gonna use this little shelf area right here. This is gonna be for this stuff. The other stuff, we're gonna have to figure out a good way to do it. I haven't thought about it yet. I think we're just gonna place a couple of the collectors, the range collectors in here. Place them like above the torches. They should be able to collect everything, and then have them just pipe over to. Ooh, or I could build it onto this wall. I think we're gonna do that actually, not that. We'll say pop, 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 pop. Now, transmitter gets that one. You get linked to that. This game gets eerily quiet when things don't set correctly. And do I have an empty transmitter? I do not. I need to move these guys over there, but I gotta figure out what I want to do with that stuff, because I'm probably gonna set up a little system that allows these guys, this, this guy. There's a machine I want to get to in Ender.io, which is going to be a little bit annoying. It is, I don't need the IO. Not the RF gauge. Travel anchor? No. Where are you? XP vacuum. We're going to use these with the mob farm. Where is it? I know I saw it in here earlier. I know it takes solarium to make part of it. A Killer Joe I might use. Nutrient distillation. I have no idea how to make that stuff. I think it involves a vat, but that's about all I know. I know it's in here. I don't remember what the name of it is. Seriously? I don't want to have to sit here and scroll through every single one of them. Alright, here it is. Dimensional transceiver. It's essentially the Tesseract. Transports items, fluids, and power wirelessly across any distance and between dimensions. So I'll be able to make one of these, and we'll probably have to make a couple of them, which means I need Enderman heads, and I need to get this solarium, which is actually pretty easy. We can get some soul sand from that guy. Just toss sand in front of it, fire it, and there we go. We got soul sand. But what do we do here? Right, receiver, transmitter, receiver. No, we need a transmitter is what we need. Are you connected to something? You are not connected to something. There you go. You are now connected to the chickens. Does that show It is not draining any extra power. Awesome. By the way, this thing is actually tied to our system over here. It is... I set this up to charge stuff. It's actually tied to this. We're generating so much power now that I've like hooked all these up at once. I had that one up there hooked up. I had all these machines running, which these guys actually don't run off of that power, but I had these guys running, I had the crafters running, I had this guy doing something, I had this guy running, and we still had a 0. So, I think we're doing okay there. Let's go over to the chicken real quick, see if, yay, they turned on. Ow. I keep hurting myself. If I'm going to hurt myself, I should at least do it in front of the blood altar. Then I get the blood. Let's see. Okay, so we can access their stuff. That's good. We need to do... Actually, I don't even need those here. I have no use for them here. Besides, like, crafting. We need to make some more of these. I need 4 total. And I think they are... Well, we have 1. So we just need to make 3 more. So it's sticks and iron. Just grab that. I can throw the extra sticks in there. Yeah, this stuff is what I was making earlier. Iron. And I'm trying to remember the recipe here. It's a hopper and an ender pearl, I think, is everything. And I made a whole stack of these void crystals, so we got plenty of that. Let's see if I remember this correct. 3. Make 3 hoppers. Do these guys. Oh, I gotta do sticks first. Did I do that wrong again? Why do I always do it wrong? There we go. Now it's this, hopper, ender pearl. No? No? How does one work? Give me those. Actually additions. I have another manual in there that we'll have to take a look at here in a minute. Blocks that don't use RF. Ranged collector. 2 ender pearls and 1 void crystal. Okay. I think we still have everything we need. See, I was right about the hopper. There we go. Okay, now if I get rid of all this stuff, I need some item conduits, and they're going to lead to the chest, which I will move over here momentarily. Actually, I'm curious if I can set it up now that everything over there is already in the system. I might be able to just run it through this guy. I have an exporter. Do I have an importer? Or can I make one? I don't think I have any destruction cores. So we'll go ahead and we'll make one. They're pretty easy. And it's also 1 cable and 1 improved processor. I got plenty of those. So one cable, processor, core. Importer! Okay, let's see if we can place these guys in a reasonable spot. Let's get some dirt. Where's my dirt? Dirt. Okay, so actually, I'm thinking right where that top dirt block is gonna be a good spot for that. So 1, 2, 3. I'm having problems here. Pop you down. And 1, 2, 3. And then we just gotta grab the last one. So let's see if this actually works the way I hope it does. We'll run this guy in the middle. How did I do that wrong? I need you to click that. Do that. That. Set you guys to auto. Auto. And we'll just run this guy right here. There we go. Can I say auto? So now we're gonna have to say get what cables we do have, and we're going to run here, 2, 3. Actually, I only needed 2 of them, and I think import. Oh yeah, insert. I think that'll work. I think. I hope it will. Let's start bringing chickens over. They're all going to be in here. I wanted to make a little bit of a large area for them. And I'm hoping with this, they won't sit there and like cluster in the corners. Otherwise, we may still have some problems. Alright, let me start getting some chickens over here. Oh, I guess I actually got to look at stuff. And I have the very last of our chickens. That's a lot of chickens. It's been a heck of a job doing this too. Alright, so all that's left is these guys, which I'm not sure what I want to deal with these 2 yet. They're going to go up there. I have a plan for them. Him, on the other hand, I need to take up to the other area. Can't even reach you. Thank you. I'll grab those in a second. Okay, this guy, he's gonna go up here. Where'd you go? Okay, I think he's over there. There's a XP chicken. I think what we're gonna do is, I do not have any fences on me. Do I not have any fences in here? There they are. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say, grab these guys too. Do that. Gonna do something like that. Not sure what that sound was. Oh, I guess that was us. I guess that's what that sound was. Okay, do we have this to make a gate? Or 2 gates? We do. We'll do that, and 2 gates. One, 2. So I can get in there now. And the other thing we need to do, actually, is bring the other thing in here. Let's get its placement set up. And you can see I actually had to do that for that to work. It's kind of annoying, but it's whatever I gotta do. So I think we're actually going to end up just dumping the ender chest over here, and we'll take this part away. I can always use this elsewhere. Let's go grab this guy. Grab you, and we'll grab you. Guess we don't need you over here anymore, since you just kind of make the game kind of odd with no audio. So we'll dump all of that stuff back in there. We're done with those. Travel anchor is going to end up going back down here. And of course, flying with a jetpack. Boom. And of course, I got to get another travel anchor now. I keep forgetting that it's going to pick them up and send them in. We'll come up here, and that's our entry point. We're going to set up something else too. There. Put you like that. And always active. Now that's going to fill up nice and quick. So let's go ahead and we're going to replace that with that. Now that's going to disappear on us. Now let's see if this is actually working fast enough. Yeah, it's working plenty fast. So we got one more thing that we're going to do. After we get rid of all that stuff. Let's put you in there, you in there, you in there. The last thing I want to do is to actually set up some XP guys, which involves taking these two. I think I had I have an extra XP chicken in there, so let's go ahead and grab it. I have a bunch of XP chickens in there actually. I've got like 6 or 7 of them, as well as the cold chickens, so lots of these guys. Here, I'll take you. Where are we going? There we are. And we're gonna put these guys. These guys are gonna go here and here. So we'll do that. And where are you at? And there we go. And of course, I didn't bring any. I put the conduits away. Lag much? Okay, now we gotta do this and this and that. So we'll set you on insert. These guys are on extract. And now if we go over here, we have a whole bunch of stuff in here. Hey, well, that was nice and quick. Those are gonna end up in the trash can. I'm gonna have to set up a filter to collect those, and they're just gonna get dumped straight away because I have absolutely no need for those. Well, no, maybe. Those will probably get put. Oh, I know how I can do this. Importer. You get that. So it's got a whitelist now, which means it'll actually that did nothing. So it'll actually put the I was like, why do I have that? Transmitters, cables, network card, not connected to anything. It'll actually take out of that whatever I tell it to. Anything else, which these guys will start sending us solid XP, which is these guys. We're going to put these guys right here. They're kind of already there. So 30 of them. We can see them in our inventory here. They'll automatically get sorted into there. We'll see the XP eggs will actually get put into here. So, got that going. That's it for this time, guys. If you'd like to hit the like button below. If not, let me know what you don't like in the comments. We've got a giant chicken to handle our chickens. And it looks like the AI is just terrible on these guys. They always try to go outside the walls of where they're at. You guys are stupid. Alright. I'll see you guys next time.